it's Kelly, and I am back with another layout today. This is a 2-page layout, but it's actually a pretty quick one because paper is doing a lot of work for me again this week. So I'm mounting these 3 photos. I'm using a typical 3 on each page, top of each page, when I have 6 portrait photos. And that yellow paper that I'm mounting this on is the Doodlebug Petite Prince in the dot stripe and bumblebee. My ATG is giving me problems again. And there are some really cute pictures of my granddaughter here. We had a little tea party together. She has a really beautiful porcelain tea set, and she loves to do tea parties with me. So we do. I actually have a tea that's a little bit sweeter that she actually enjoys drinking, and she drinks it plain. We tried milk and sugar with it the first time we ever did it, and she really prefers it just as tea because I think it is a little bit sweeter. It's a fruity one, so I kind of knew what to do. My daughter-in-law even asked me, like, what are you doing? Because she likes your tea. So I sent her some. All right, so that's that. You see I have 2 pages there of this awesome floral stripe paper from Schmel Little by Little. Mine is from the 12 by 12 paper pad. This is a very old collection, so I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't be able to get this paper anyway. And I'm trying to decide here whether I want to reveal a little bit of the top of that stripe or not. And eventually I do decide that yes, I do want to reveal that top stripe there. I think it just looks a little bit better. Otherwise it looked a little bit too cut off for me. From the top there, because these lines are a little bit wonky. They're not actually straight. So I think with leaving that little bit of a reveal there, it helps you understand that. Okay. So almost done. This is the hardest part of this whole layout, honestly. I'm noticing that I had my camera a little bit to one side, so sorry about that, but I think I'm not going to cut off much there. So I'm using these yellow flowers from Queen & Company. It's the Beautiful Bouquet Pastel. And I'm trying to use up some Queen & Company flowers and things that I have from a couple of years ago going to an event. So I need to work on getting these on a layout a little bit more often. That blue flowers from the Queen & Company glitter flowers. I did think about using these bows because she wears to keep her hair out of her face. She wears bows very often just to pull it back. Then I'm adding in this, and I decided ultimately probably not to use that bow. So I'm adding in this pink flower from Queen & Company, the layered flowers. Normally I don't do. What I'm doing over here is I have these flowers extending onto the picture over the top of her head. I don't mind things extending onto pictures, but not usually something like that where it's actually a person. But you really get what's going on there. I bought some fancy Pepperidge Farm cookies, and I let her actually put them all out. And I think she did put most of them out. But we usually do that. I usually have little cookie or other treat when we do our teas. And then after that we played the Princess Party game. I bought her a bargain for Frances, which is a children's book about when Frances gets a tea set, and her friend, I think it's Thelma, plays a little trick on her. So I bought that for her because we're going to do this tea party. I thought that was kind of cute. So I realized I needed some space for some journaling. So I'm adding in a yellow label from Ellie's Studio on that right side there. And now the hard part about this really is just getting the flowers down here, which isn't really hard at all. Like I said, this is quick. And I'm so glad I finally got to use this Schmel paper because it's so pretty. A little hard to use though because there's a lot going on, which is nice to have like that yellow background there, as that gives you a little bit of a rest from it. Just that label wasn't straight, so I'm trying to straighten that out. Okay. And it's cool because the pink she has a little bit of pink on her little shirt there, so that kind of helps pop that as well with the pink, and then a little bit of the blue is accented in the flowers there. Speaking of blue, this is the Doodlebug Alphabet Soup in mint. It's actually called mint, but I find that it's more blue than it is green, which is what I typically think of mint as. But either way, I don't care. I like the way this looks. So I'm just going to add the title down in here, and I'm going to call it Tea Party here. And you see I've got that. There we go. Just going to play with how that goes. There is a little bit of it's not really trapped, but a little bit of extra space in the between the blue flower and the word party. If I didn't already have all that stuff down, I'm kind of trying to move that blue flower down. I probably would have put the pink flower a little bit more over the label or rearrange that a little bit differently, but it's just fine. All right, there's the still shot and a detail shot, a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.